Alrighty. Yeah. Alright, this is the third video in that set where we have you play Thor. And again, we don't
like
get
the Robin game where like you were free some of the time and then you weren't, and then you did like you went ham some of the other time.
Yeah, like it's kind of, I would say that you're very, very, very similar to Enclave in that if y'all team fight, you play so much better, and that might just be like a side effect of being around Mason and I. So if y'all do make mistakes, we're able to follow up with them. But you know, you team fight much better in this game than you play the early game, because the early game for this game,
in general, you team fight. You and Uncle team fight just a lot better.
You CC, you peel, you just play better in team fights. Like you and Enclave though have a very, very rough early game, and Meta should have a rough early game, but this guy is not good at the video game, so he does not. Yeah. Alrighty, so on Thor, I'm pretty sure you just do your standard start where you go Mace. Yeah, you do. And I'm very happy you go Beads this game, because I know you have a tendency of wanting to go Blink. And luckily, you know, third game of the set, Meta has determined that maybe it's not a good idea to try and invade.
Thank Christ.
But, you know, unfortunately, since he's tilted, he doesn't communicate at all this game for the majority of the game, and that's part of the reason why we do so poorly. You guys should probably be looking to see if they're invading, because they did board.
Yeah, there's no reason not to look.
Like, I know that the two of you are tilted because you both played poorly, but like, the worst way to start a third game of a set is to just be caught slipping. You should also, I think you go up there now, though. Yeah. I mean, Thor autos don't get any stronger, but
Whatever.
at least hitting it, yeah, hitting it in the spawn animation gives you, you know, the highest chance of doing things properly. But yeah, they warded on XP camps, and they warded on that passageway right to your left to be able to tell, you know, what pathing you're taking. And luckily, you know, that's fine, because in duo we started buffs, so we get every single buff off the map at the start of the game, which is something they do because they go back to their purple, and then Agni leaves lane after getting better wave clear than Giannis, and then he goes to red. Meta should have died there. Agni just misplayed.
Oh, thank you for pulling the blue out. I don't think you did it in the rat game, but you did do it in the Thor game where you pulled the blue out all the way, so it makes it faster for Odin to pick it up.
Yeah, so he could pick that up and then immediately go back to the wave. Because if you're a slower clear assassin where he has to come help, it's a bit of an issue. And if he has to walk into the buff camp, you know, it's really hard for him. Now, I've said this like 4 times. I said this after the game. I said this when we were going over it in Scrim, VOD review and stuff. But we picked this Thor for the sole reason of they have an Agni on their team. So you have the ability to consistently gank the Agni and make it so that your wall just counters the fuck out of his dash. And this kind of goes along with what we were saying with last game with the Ratatasker, in that you need to use your global ultimate to have some kind of presence around the map. Because like if at any point in this game, if you were to ult into mid with communicating with meta, and obviously since meta isn't communicating, it's harder for you to do, but let's say if it's Chinfu, you'll be able to say like, hey Chinfu, is now a good time to gank, or hey Chinfu, let's gank now. You just ult in, land on the Agni while he doesn't know, because you can probably do it out of audio cue range, you could do it out of ward range. Since your Thor is a little bit further than Ratatasker, it makes less noise. You just land on him, stun him, kill him. Land on him, stun him, forces beads, and if you put your wall in the right spot, kill him. And like, as long as Meta or Chinfu are playing properly, you know, you can probably get a kill. Like, you can get a kill right now. Like, if you had just decided to gank mid there, he's dead. He is 100% dead. Or at least you force his beats. Like, if you had just gotten off those mid camps, and even just hammered through the wall, if you stun him there, it makes it so that Meta can get enough damage off of his cooldowns to kill him. So that's just an opportunity missed. And I think at this point you were looking to play safe because you didn't have a good game on the
That's a drop kill, yeah.
the Ratatasker. And I'm assuming you had said that that's your wall there.
Yeah,
that
was
just
a weird
randomly
wall,
happened. And I think it might have something to do with your peripherals. So like either your mouse or your keyboard, one of the two, because you know your Ratatasker, you're ulting and it's not happening. You're firing walls off at random times. You know, you have issues activating relics at times. Unfortunately, Meta didn't call that a Wilkes is over there, because he's not communicating. I think we ask where's a Wilkes, so that causes us to back off when she's not doing that. That or Duo overplayed their hand and we just kind of backed off. Yeah, it looks like that's what the case is. Again for solo lane, Enclave just doesn't play the lane right at all. He plays way too passively.
I'm not gonna lie, if a Wilkes decided to go and camp solo, Enclave would not be able to get his blue ever because obviously to secure it he's a lead.
Yeah.
So like in this particular game, like it's something that counters like his actual clear. I would think you'd need to be able to do a little more. We don't ever need help in duo, especially in this game because we just have like we pick something that can give pressure. So you know, you're just gonna be on Agni and you're ganking Agni, and then you're just gonna rotate around
that way you're on the right side of the map, so you're consistently getting blue, you're securing your own speed buff, and you're making it so that Meta's having an easier time in mid. Because either you're diverting Wilkes' attention over to the solo side of the map, or you're making it so that you can consistently gank Agni.
Like we'll tell you, I guess, in a particular game if we need you, if like you know, obviously we'll need pressure in left or whatever, and we'll try to do a better job making it so like we'll then need you to secure red buff or whatever. But in a game like this, where we're literally just doing whatever the fuck we want, just being on the right side of the map and securing like blue buff over red buff, like it doesn't really change anything for you, but it means like the world for Enclave because like eventually Bologna gets fucking big enough to where she can just steal your speed, you know. So eventually it'll affect you.
Most of the time in duo, at least when it comes to these teams, Mason and I either we lose smoothly or we just win outright enough to the point where we don't particularly need jungle pressure, and if the enemy jungler ganks, we can generally play around it. And most of the time we look at it, if we die there, it's the fault of our own. If the mid rotates, then it's the mid laner's fault. Like the mid laner needs to let us know that it's happening. So ganking duo here, or solo here, we don't have comms obviously, but you know, visually, it is obvious the two of you are not on the same page at all. Like, and the two of you both completely misplay your ultimates. You don't hit it. Enclave ults incredibly late. He should have ulted the moment Bologna ulted, if he's looking at ult. And I'm assuming you're typing something there, but you should, like, if you're typing, just back, dude. There's no reason for you to be standing here.
Yeah, that was Bologna to steal your speed, by the way. That typing. I mean, like, obviously, like. Bologna's just big enough, but like she saw you ult in without your speed buff, so that she knows your ult's down. She knows you don't have speed,
and she was under the impression that you backed, seeing as how you were so low.
Yeah. If you didn't want to back, if you wanted to just go straight to your speed, then you did not have the time to time.
And you play this wrong. Your hammer was up there. You did not need to walk up close enough to Berserker Barrage. You could have just stayed where you were standing there and hammered to try to secure your buff, And it even looked like she was getting ready to get off the buff after getting smalls. So like, going in there made it so you died, typing there made it so you didn't get there in time, and then, you know, not communicating with Enclave made it so the gank didn't happen. So like...
We can go back on him.
What's up?
We can go back on the floor now. He's watching.
Oh, is he? No, but yeah. You know, communicate with Enclave about what y'all want to do in solo, because even if you did, y'all weren't working together as a pair. You're working as two separate entities. And then if you have something that you want to let yourself know, or you know, you want to let me know, if it's something that can be said during the game, say it. And if it's something that you need to let yourself know, you'll know when you're watching it. You don't need to stop and type. It takes too much time, and you're not doing it at the right times. Like if you're dead, feel free to type. You know, there, if you want to type and you're looking back, just press B, then do it, then press auto walk. You can type and auto walk. You know, there's no reason for you to ever be standing still. Now, at this point in the game, I feel like you might have, if you had been ahead, looking to consistently gank the Agni with ultimates, but I feel like since you've already fallen behind, you're just going to play really passively and just look to farm. And luckily, you're here for your speed, because you got timer from when... Actually, I'm not even sure if you got timer. I think somebody else got it for you.
I mean, he might just know timer, like, it's only 2 minutes. And I mean, like, Reaper knows that.
Yeah, Meta lives here because Agni's not particularly good. Pretty much, if their Agni was better at landing circle abilities, we would be 0-4 right now. So 0-5, because I get soloed. Like this, we should lose this game outright. From the way we play it, and luckily they just fuck up. Like they should have been able to put it in a position where I would not be able to come in and win it. See, like the amount of damage you did there with one single, like that was one ability. One ability did all that much damage. So
you ult that? You mean, like,
yeah, if you ult him, you wall him, and if you manage to make it so you wall him where he can't dash away, and you hit your hammer, you can just Berserker Barrage on him, and even if he cancels it, like you're gonna be on top of him, so you can auto him.
Then you have a Yanis, like, because you let you let your Yanis know that you're ulting. You have a Yanis there to.
Like honestly, in this matchup, I would say this is, out of all the times where you've tried to solo someone, this is the best possible matchup you have to solo someone. Thorn to Agni. Now, you know, from the way that you were playing this set, I feel like you would try and do it with the Athena or the Awilix there, which obviously is not the way to go. Like if you try and fight the Agni with the Athena there, she's just gonna taunt you out of your abilities. And if you try to do it with the Awilix there, they'll kill you. So you'd have to play with meta. But like if Agni's by himself in lane, you can just dunk on him and kill him. Realistically, we'd appreciate it if you were to do it with communing with meta, so you could dunk on him and meta can like, you can ult him, he can use his 2.
Very least he gets an assist.
We have a huge, like a terrible fight in duo here.
Yeah. Yeah, he just, I mean, he beat, then he got a shell. You weren't able to,
you could have pre-beads the Impale and then Berserker Barraged him and it would have killed him. But like, you know, I don't think you were thinking from that way. It looked like you were just thinking of you wanted to ult. I pause here because my ping is insane.
In this game, like in this scenario, like there's not really anybody who can get away besides the Wheelix, so I think just ulting in would have been fine.
Yeah, like you could have stopped at the last portal, so you still have the Giannis buff, but then you ult in, and if you ult there, we 100% get at least 1 kill. And then, you know, your hammer isn't down for a little bit potentially, because you killed him with the ult damage. So, You still have a way to get out. Because they more than likely use the shell because of Giannis being there. So like, you had the idea of consistently doing damage to the Agni, you were just placing the wall on the wrong side. Like, another thing with the comp that we have is that Kuzenbo can easily push people into your wall. And he does it later on in the game, consistently. Like, your late game walls are huge. Because it just gives Mason the ability to keep somebody pinned. So once Mason were to start rotating out of duo, you'd be able to, in addition to ganking him earlier with meta, you'd be able to do 3-man ganks on them, where you just consistently use your wall in conjunction with Mason's dash, you know? I think right here you're playing around there because the Wheelix is there. Yeah, one of us dies here. We fall immensely far behind this game in terms of kills, and they just play terribly. Wheelix blinks onto you here. There's not really much all that you can do about that. Yeah, basically a Wheelix just feather stepped your ult there, which just happened to be unlucky timing by your part and lucky timing by her part, because she was feather stepping my knockup, and obviously she wanted to do damage to me. So
I mean, you can see Thor coming. You sure she just like feather stepped with that as well?
Yeah, she did it right in the frame.
That was just a shoulder hit. I should be fine.
She might have heard the audio cue and been like a little bit close, but there's no way she would have been able to get it for sure. That was just like, the audio cue's different. Enclave makes an incredibly good rotation here and has a really good team fight. It's like you and him, man. The moment we get the team fight phase, we generally play rather well. Like, the big issue is that, you know, are you tilted by team fight phase? This is incredibly awkward.
Like, you don't have wards. Like, you're just trying to steal speed, but like, there's no reason to.
Yeah. You know, she had it warded, so she knew you were coming.
Like, you're going to someone who just does more damage than you and has the ability.
And who is more than likely there, or like they have rotation potential. You know, like it's just incredibly unwise being there. You could, yes, there's no farm on our side of the map, but it's, you know, you dying means that either they're gonna take our farm by invading, or one of us is gonna take the farm off the map and make it so you can't get it.
Blue buff is spawning. Enclaves.
Yeah.
And like mid camp, oh not mid camps, I think back camps are up. I can't really see because of quality.
Yeah, the back camps are up, but
and you can always just poke Agni. Plus you didn't have wards, so that was a good back time as well. Like,
you could share a wave with meta. Like this, you know. Okay, this is awkward. Again, you can just ult in here. You could use your ultimate aggressively.
Like, at least the other.
Your
like,
ult should never ever particularly be used as an escape option on Thor. Like, your ult can go so many places. It does a lot of damage, and it CCs them. Like, yes, Enclave could have ulted way earlier, and he could have done a little bit better with his abilities, but if you ult in there, you kill a Wheelix easy. Because she doesn't even have beats. Like, you'd be legit getting free stuns on a Wheelix all game because she doesn't have beats. You get a stun with your ultimate, and then you just wall stun her, and she's dead at that point. You just gotta ult, man.
That was just a shoulder hit.
Enclave with the 1000 IQ plays, he ults immediately to get them not do damage to tower. Then he takes it, then gets a cleave from Bologna or something.
Why just like make it so that they're somewhat stuck in there, and then Reaper ults before
But
they
yeah,
can leave tower
if
radius?
they ult in there, they can't clear the tower as fast with the taxi reduction, and they can't leave if they hit Enclave, and that's when you can clear the wave. And Reaper comes in with the ulti, and it's a definite kill.
This is incredibly awkward. If you have beads, use beads really late. Like, It's like, oh man, Agni's doing damage to me. That's really weird. Like, Agni was standing right there. Athena was standing right there.
Yeah.
You literally just walked up to them and let yourself get taunted in. There's no reason to be up there. There's no reason to beads that late if you are up there. Oof.
We hate to see that happen.
Okay. That is unfortunate. Meta steals gold here with his ultimate.
Yeah, you might have some peripheral problems.
I mean, a large part of it is it. This is a really good wall. And then you ult right here, like, just walk, dude. You're in an on her one. Like, you're just gonna make it so that he can hit his autos for free. It's a better, you have more chance of living there if you just walk out of the on her one, because he has the potential of missing an auto. You have the potential of walking away and then one of your abilities comes up so you can get away. Like, the good thing about Thor is that when you're charging ultimate, it doesn't take ultimate, but with other gods, that isn't always the case. So, like, if you're consistently doing that on a god that is the case and you just get killed before you can get in the sky, you know, then you're going in without using your kit properly, and you're potentially losing ultimate while dying. I have no idea why they didn't know we were on fire there. You go to your speed buff and you immediately leave. It's really awkward.
I mean, they knew eventually.
You might have oversold that we were on FG a little bit too much there with your zone.
I mean, it's fine. Like, we had everybody there.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's not that big of an issue. And if he doesn't, like, you know, if he can keep a Willix out, I mean, like, I don't give a shit, you know? We had, like, everybody there. We had secure there, and we had peel for when they try to get on us there.
If only my objective calling could be as good as it was this game. Like, I hate looking back at games and seeing those kind of opportunities, but I love looking back at games and seeing that we took them. Like, that was awkward. One time maybe, but twice, you know. You might want to play with a back frame that creates less noise. Like just the default one.
Why?
Because people can play around those audio cues.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Because like the normal audio cue for backing is pretty loud, but like the gear noise, like you can't hear it because you're watching through screen share. But
Yeah.
you can alt here. Okay, you good. Yeah, yeah, and the wall's in the right spot. Woo! Let's go, boy. You kill a lot of things with the cap on this team, Mason. Yeah, the reason we win that team fight is because Bologna decides that she wants to go stare at the wall for some fucking reason. She's retarded. But we get all the towers with that, so it's really good.
It was really good. And you chose safe path in this game.
Yeah, dude, I'm really happy you didn't try and walk through T1 or T2 to get to their sweet buff. Yeah, Bologna had taken the time to secure it, so.
Get on there. If anything, what happened here? Like, might have not needed. I don't think we needed Odin ult.
It's fine, he's got enough cooldown.
Yeah. It wasn't that big of an issue.
I'd rather him do it than not do it. Because at least then it's in his head that, you know, that he can Odin ult to make it so they can't follow us. Yeah, he's already halfway done with his cooldown.
The wall.
Yeah, you're only, I think, a quarter of a level down now. Swings, dude. We like them. I don't think we've thrown. Well, no, that's not true. We have thrown against Swabber's team twice. So, never mind. We throw against good teams. I think pretty soon here you lose your ultimate for free.
Yeah, I think it happens all the time.
I'm assuming you won to clear the wave, and then Bologna shows her face, which causes you to ult. Yeah.
You don't need to use both of those, by the way. If you plan on using your 3, just use your 3. Like, just your 3.
Okay, so while you were in the air, you had made the comment that they were coming, but you didn't ping where they were. And obviously there you beads for Fire Giant Naka, but it was late, so it's obviously not good.
Okay. You did deserve to die here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. We're going in, boy.
Okay.
Fuck your Aegis. You shitter, dude. Annoying.
Double kill.
Yep, stop it. It's just that unit exists. Too bad, dude.
Don't get so low.
My destiny.
What happened to him? You were like, Agni just died, and like, you know, you were the one getting autoed by on her. How the fuck did Enclave get so low?
Why is that camera facing this way? What the fuck?
Weird.
Oh, you're looking that way. Whoa, what the fuck? How? How did his body not turn? So yeah, they do FG. Meta tries fruitfully. I guess fruitlessly, actually, to steal it. It's good that you waited for a dash.
Yeah, good. Very, very much so. You took your time.
No, you don't gotta rush that ultimate.
Must be so.
What time is it, dude? 5:30? Oh no, 5:07.
Did you ward? No, okay, yeah, you just were there.
Reaper's looking to split push, let's be real here, Mason.
Yeah, this split push doesn't do anything, because there's no way you get this. And we're fighting right now.
Oof. That mantle saves your life.
Mantle. Lucky. Yeah, but there's just no reason to split push there.
Yeah, we could probably kill the Agni if you stay mid.
I mean, like, you can split push if you want, but, like, you need to have ulti if you're gonna do that, so you can get to us.
Yeah. And, like, later, you look to ult in to mid Phoenix, but, you know, we've already left. You isolate yourself and don't even hit your abilities and lose both your actives and die. Like, if you were just mid there, you could help us free poke. Like, Thor's not particularly gonna look to split push a Phoenix by himself with that ultimate because you can't get over there. And you can make the argument that, yeah, Wilkes went over there and fought you rather than fighting us. But I'll take a 5v5 over a 4v4 any day. Because it means that, you know, team-wise, we're going to be focusing a lot more. And also, they'll be more inclined to try and engage onto us if there's 5 of them rather than 4 of them, which means we can use Odin ulti to its full extent.
Oh my god, Wilkes wasn't even there the entire, like, she was with us in the beginning.
You probably don't need to go stop this. The moment you realize that she's not there anymore, you could just try and get over to us. You're already, you know, max level, and
there's no reason
we're
to flip
quite obviously looking to get Phoenixes here. Like, yes, a Wilkes did it, but a Wilkes is the team that's defending.
Like, the issue is you don't do nothing this game. Like, we need you.
Like, we're still trying to commit for this mid Phoenix, and you're not even trying to, like, ult over there right now. You're like, let me continue clearing waves. And then when you do ult, the commit's off. We're like, okay, our squishies are low, our ultimates are down, we need to leave. You go in, miss ulti, you hammer wrong, so you can't hammer near the edge, and then you lose both actives and your mantle. Like, that just was not good at all. You play the engage wrong, you should be there for the team fight, and you play the stopping of a Wilkes split push incorrectly. You could just stop it and then let the minions handle it.
Yeah, like, as soon as you need to clear that last wave because she was not even over there anyway. But like, as soon as you clear that last wave, like, you need to just leave. Like, you don't need to clear those the next few waves. Been on her?
Yeah, he ulted earlier.
You're just on it, you.
What's that?
Never mind. I thought
he ulted when on ring.
Yeah. Never mind.
Shut down.
How many kills did you have? You had 5, dude. That might have been the
Alright, that didn't need to happen. Come on.
good ultimate. You hit him, he was stunned, and he died.
Killing spree.
And then we look to get, we try and get a Phoenix.
No.
Baseline consistently says meta backing here makes it so we don't get this Phoenix, and I say,
I say
it's not helpful, but like, we don't get this Phoenix because on her ultis.
And I think you can get the Phoenix because if on her ulti, then he has to take the damage from Giannis too. And Giannis ulti.
Yeah, but then we still have no one to take the Phoenix, you know?
You still have Odin there. If
Odin
Honor's
just
dead,
got there.
Exactly. Odin just got there. But I mean, you could have done it. Because you had Thor taking it.
Yeah, but I don't think Thor would have enough HP to take it if we commit to killing on her.
Oh, he's not, like, Thor's not going on her.
I mean,
needs Honor to
if we
leave.
want Giannis to be able to kill him, yeah. Let's see, do you group up with us, or do you go clear this mid wave? Oh yeah, I think, we obliterate Athena, and you ult to kill her. But you ult incredibly late, like, if I recall. I think it might have been because you were looking for a wall stun through a wall hammer through the wall. But that wall's too big.
Yeah, you can ult as soon as you see that Giannis portal. As soon as you see that Giannis portal, you should be ulting. Like, right now, you're not doing anything, it's a 4v5. And, I mean, like, Thor ult has range. Like, you don't have to be on top of them.
Man, Mantle was a really helpful buy in this game. Back in there probably isn't the play, to be honest.
Okay, well, I mean, so we kill that Blitz.
Yeah, so just like had you done that earlier in the game against like the Agni or the Athena, it would have been really
Yeah, on the real, we should have lost that fight. We really didn't lose that fight because Agni blows.
Yeah.
And Honor happens to push Mark out of some more Agni bombs. The only Agni bombs Agni would have hit. Like, we lose that fight because you weren't there. Like, you ulted, you used your ultimate ability to not help set up for the rest of the team, and to not do a lot of damage to at least a carry or whatever, but to clean up the 1 HP Athena, and then you almost die for it.
If you hit this wall, I don't die. I mean, if I Aegis, I might live. Like, it's really close. I probably like just die there. Now Mason thinks that you can kill that maybe even after you pre-beads.
I think you can kill that. Yeah, I mean,
if you pre-beads it, Honor's dead 100%. If you pre-beads the taunt, like,
yeah.
that's a 100% you're playing poorly if you don't pre-beads that, because you know, what else is Athena gonna do there? Is she gonna dash you? Is she gonna 3 you? Like, is she gonna ulti on her? No, she's gonna try and taunt you off. So, the moment you ult in, you should be like, okay, Athena's first natural response is gonna be taunt me to stop me from doing damage, because Honor just used both actives. So, if you pre-beads, you don't get cancelled out of your Berserker's Barrage, and you get to put yourself in a little bit of a closer position when his actives are out of use, and you can just auto him. So pre-beads in him, you kill him there pretty much almost all of the time.
Even when missing the hammer, because you did miss that.
But like, just being
It's not
aware
a big- it's
that
not a big
Athena
deal.
is gonna taunt you, like,
Yeah.
like what else would she be doing?
Did he have beads up for that?
For what?
Thinking about that, dunking on her?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I don't know. Oh, he
Right.
did beat the Athena taunt, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he beats the Athena taunt.
Okay, good.
I mean, and if you didn't have beads up when you did that, to pre-beads it, you should have waited until your beads were up. This is dumb.
Well, I mean, like, there's nothing. What are you doing?
Like, you can just wait for them to come to the chokehold if somebody's coming over there. I know you said you were warding, but you could just ward a little bit closer to us. Oh my Christ, that impale! Holy shit! Get fucking denied, Meta! Oh my god! Way to fucking go on her. That's his one play of the game, other than soloing me. I don't know if he's better than Hort.
So they lose this fight because of Wilkes split pushing?
Yes.
Just to let you know how bad, even split pushing a Phoenix, if you're fighting, you're just gonna like lose that, and it's gonna cause you to lose the game. Just to let you know, like split pushing is not always the
Especially
play.
when it's the assassin, like. In this meta, the assassin is the important character. Like, the jungler is the best player on the team in terms of what they can do. Like, you're generally the highest level, you have the most golds, you're generally the fastest. Like, the jungler is huge in terms of what they need to do. And generally that's why they're the ones split pushing, because they are the most mobile. But when we're looking at team fight, you know, we need the assassin there to kill the squishies, because ADCs just can't run the game anymore. You know, mages just got nerfed a couple patches ago.
You see that, like, because of that split push, we got red, we got purple, we got 2 Phoenixes, and we got gold.
Yeah.
For the cost of 1 Phoenix.
Now you could probably make the argument of, like, you know, there's no guarantee that they win that team fight even if a Wheelix is there, but it's still going back to the a game ago where you were Bravon and you were split pushing in solo lane to get a T2. You give your team a better chance of obviously winning the fight that they're in if you're not giving them a man disadvantage.
Yeah, like Willis was doing enough in this game to, like,
Yeah, you know, canceling an
her
Odin
being
jump.
better.
You know, if she just goes on a me, I feel incredibly uncomfortable with an assassin in my face, so I'm not going to particularly want to do damage. So it's just like, you kind of have to take your L without getting in a gain to make sure you don't lose anything. And even if they only lose 1 Phoenix, you know, that's better than losing 2 Phoenixes.
And like she split pushes again after like that fuck up.
Yeah,
and that cost
this
the game.
loses in the game. Like the fact that Willox isn't in Phoenix right now with them.
Like we saw her on the map, and because we saw her, we were just like, this is free, and we just win the game off that.
Yeah, I think you're the only person that actually moved my ward there. Man, dude. Spectated everybody that plays this game except for Reaper, and he's the one that was gonna place the ward there. There you go, boy.
And we all decided like we're going in on this minion wave while Luke's still, you know.
Yeah, Will's like still in fucking left. We've been sitting there on Phoenix for forever. Them getting this global gold and XP does not help them. They lose the game. And the moment a Wilix shows up, a Wilix does so much in this team fight.
Yeah, she does a lot of fucking damage.
She kills like 2 people. Like,
that was really good.
yeah, like the cleanup is insane.
Yeah, it's like the assassin just like made it to like, hey, let's just kill the mage. And hey, oh, this guy also happened to be low. Like, yeah, you die there, but I mean, like, because you didn't, like, because you die there, I don't die there.
Yeah, Wilix. Now that I'm spectating a Wilix just pop her frenzy, jump on me, and kill me. Like, she's garbage. If she forces my dash, like, Mason cannot do anything to her. She literally just ults, and then Mason's kid is worthless. A Wilix is just not good, dude.
If I Kappa her, she'll just do the Kappa and kill Mark by proxy. Like,
it's too bad, dude.
I have to push.
I thought Zek was better than that. Come on. Like, he legit can make it so that 2 of us die there.
Yeah, like, the assassins just do things and no one can do anything about it.
Especially when it's that good of a counter matchup, like a Wilix into the gods on our team, Thorn to the gods on their team. Like,
if I fucking still had ult, maybe, but like, you know, I had to ult obviously.
Yeah, wouldn't have. She would have ulted.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to ult, it would still be negated by the fact that she has ultimate, because she's gonna force me into my dash, and my bead's already done. And she doesn't know that because she wasn't there for fight, but if she was there for the fight, she would have known that. So it's just a huge misplay by her. But yeah, that's like, split pushing has to be incredibly selective, and you need to know when you need to back, because if you don't back in time, it's probably your fault that the game is over, because like, a man disadvantage is pretty much everything, unless your team is so blatantly far ahead.
Yeah, like, you try to 1v2 all the time, like in some of that Robin game, and you fucking kill a lot of the people one-on-one, even with a level like disadvantage, but because it's a 2v1, you die for it. Like that's like a man advantage is just huge in
Like
Smite.
having another set of abilities is incredible. Like even if those abilities are Athena abilities, like they don't do all that much damage sometimes, but they do a lot of CC and they're there. Like people have to be cognizant of them, and that's why scrimming and playing as a 5-man team is so much different to ranked, and that's why a lot of like really good ranked players have an incredibly difficult time switching over to like the SPL, because they go from playing a game mode that is incredibly individual centric to a game mode where you need to play the game as 5 people. Like in draft, you know, I'm not drafting for me, I'm drafting a 5-man team, and each god should be an extension of the other god versus, you know, their 5 gods. No, yeah, that's we did the same thing for Enclave. If you do watch these back and you have any like comments, just tell us, and I'll title these specifically so you can refer to one spot and then just give us a timestamp, and we'll be like, oh yeah, we are kind of dumb, because we're probably tired, you know. It's 5:23 a.m., dude. But if these were helpful, you know, please tell us, and we'll keep on doing them for every single scrim that we get a spectator for. In addition to just going over your own personal view if you're still recording if we don't get a spectator, so just let us know. Alrighty.